Hello everyone, today I'll be sharing with you all of the mystery and thriller books that are on my TBR shelf that I just cannot wait to read. This video is sponsored by Penguin Teen, celebration of the releases of People Like Us by Dana Melee and Lies You Never Told Me by Jennifer Donaldson. People Like Us is actually already in stores. It shelves on February 27th, so be sure to check it out. People Like Us releases on May 29th. So 2 thriller books that I cannot wait to read. So in People Like Us, we follow our main character, Kay. She has a lot of skeletons in her closet, things that have happened in the past that she wants to keep very much so in the past. But now she's at a new private school and she's reinvented herself entirely. She is a star soccer player and she's with a group of friends that just have effortless popularity and she really wants to keep it just that way. But when a girl's body is found in the lake near their school, Kay's perfectly constructed life begins to fall apart. Kay finds herself in the crosshairs of a murder investigation, which was probably no fun at all. If Kay's backed in a corner, she will do whatever it takes to survive. As at Bates Academy, the truth is something that you make, not something that happened. So this book sounds amazing. I really love books that are set in a boarding school and add a murder mystery on top of that. It sounds amazing. Even on the back we have like a email. So I don't know if this is going to be told in email format as well, but either way, I cannot wait to read this and I'm secretly obsessed with the cover and the spine. Super excited to read this. And in Lies You Never Told Me, we have Gabe and Elise, and they have never met, but they both have something to hide. So quiet, shy Elise cannot believe that she is cast as the lead role in her Portland's high school production of Romeo and Juliet. Someone at the school production catches Elise's eye. Someone she should most definitely not be falling for, but she is. Then we have Austin native Gabe, who is contemplating the unthinkable, breaking up with his girlfriend Sasha. His headstrong, very popular girlfriend, but she will not let him go that easily. And when rumors start circulating around the school, maybe about Gabe, Sasha knows that she has the power to change his life forever. This is told in parallel narratives. Twisty, shocking story shows that one bad choice can lead to a spiral of unforeseen consequences. Not everyone will survive. So this book, I think, follows these 4 characters and it's all about Gabe and Elise and how they fall for the wrong person, and one bad choice can just lead into a whole spiderweb of bad choices. So this one also sounds super amazing. I cannot wait to read these 2 YA thrillers. Both sound amazing and right up my alley, so I'm super excited to read them. I'm going to share with you all of the other mystery / thriller books I have on my TBR shelf because there's a lot, because I have really come to love the genre over these past couple years and I just want to read them all, these 2 included. The first one I have on my TBR shelf that I want to read very soon is The Woman in the Window by A.G. Finn. This book has been getting a ton of buzz lately. This is all about a woman that is a recluse and she spies on her neighbors, as you can clearly tell by the cover, and basically she sees something happen with her new neighbors that she shouldn't have seen, and it goes from there. So with mystery books, it's best to go into them not knowing too much, hence why I don't know a ton about all of these books, because I want to, you know, I want to be blown away. I want to be shocked. I want to gasp when I read the book. So I've heard a lot of really good things about this book, so I'm hoping to really enjoy it. Then I have The Last Miss Parrish by Liv Constantine. This book is kind of like, almost like Single White Female, where we have a woman that's really obsessed with this couple and she is obsessed with this one woman called Miss Parrish and she really wants to become Miss Parrish and take her husband and things like that. So I think that's what this whole book is about, which I'm all for plots like that. I don't know, but it sounds like she is gonna do a lot of manipulating, a lot of conniving, and it sounds like it's gonna be a very intense and a very twisty turning ride, that is for sure. And then we have Two Girls Down by Louisa Luna. This one I am having a really hard time if I ever read this book. This is all about 2 young girls that disappear and it's all about their mother desperately trying to find them, and the FBI and police are not doing too much. So she decides to hire her own private investigator that's really nitty gritty, that finds. And yeah, this one I'm afraid to read because I don't read a lot of books where it's like a child disappearance and things like that. I don't do good with stories like that because I have my own son, and just the sheer thought of it alone scares me to death. So reading it, I can't even imagine, but I've heard really good things about it. So hopefully, eventually I'll read this if my heart can take it. I'm not too sure. Then I have Bonfire by Kristen Ritter. Kristen Ritter is an actress. I'm sure you guys have heard of her. She is Jessica Jones on the Netflix show, which I really love that show. And she wrote her own mystery thriller book, so super excited to read it. This has been on my shelf for a long time. It's about a girl named Abby who is pretty much escaped her past and moved to a different town. She's an environmental lawyer and things like that. And then something, of course, draws her back to her old town. It's an investigation and she gets caught up right in the middle of it. And it sounds amazing. I have this on an audiobook, so I might listen to it because I do really enjoy listening to mystery thriller novels. I've heard really good things about this book, which is awesome because sometimes actors' books can be hit or misses, honestly. So really excited to read this one. Then I have The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. This book sounds so intense and so gripping. This book starts off in 1986 and we follow Eddie and his group of friends, and they draw like kind of chalk figurines to each other to like code and things like that. Then one day Eddie finds a chalkman drawing near his house and near the woods, and so he follows it and he finds a dismembered body of a teenage girl, and it's right by a chalk figurine. So of course everyone freaks out. Flash forward to years later, Eddie is living his life now and he's a teacher and he's not really doing so happy, and then he gets a letter one day in the mail with that same exact drawing of the chalk figurine that was by that dead teenage girl. And so a whirlwind happens and then one of his friends ends up dead. So it just sounds like a freaking movie, honestly, and it sounds so intriguing but so scary, but I really want to read it, but I have to brace myself to read it because I'm like the world's biggest chicken. But either way, really excited to read this one too. Then I have The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. This one again sounds gripping and heart-wrenching. This one also starts off like at an earlier time that picks up later. It starts off in 1950 and we follow a main character. There's this school where basically where all these girls are sent that nobody wants to deal with. A school for troubled youth, I'm guessing. Roommates bond over something, and then one of them mysteriously disappears. We flash forward to 2014 and we follow a journalist named Fiona Sheridan who cannot stop revisiting or thinking about the events surrounding her elder sister's death. So I'm guessing that's the one that disappeared so many years ago. Then she learns that the school is actually reopening again. So she decides to go investigate it, do some journalistic work on it, and also try to, you know, figure out her elder sister's disappearance. Was it a disappearance? Was it a murder? Who knows? But she's gonna find out. So this one also sounds really gripping and intense and right up my alley. The last book I have is All the Beautiful Lies by Peter Swanson. Peter Swanson is a very popular mystery thriller novelist, and I have not yet read one of his books, but this is the one I currently own. It's coming out in April, and this one sounds very twisted and very wicked and things like that. It's all about a guy named Harry who has always kind of had a crush on his older stepmother, and he's never done anything about it, but he's always kind of had that there. And then his father dies, and basically his stepmother is starting to maybe show a lot of interest in Harry that shouldn't really be there. And Harry's also met this mysterious woman. Trying to also figure out his father's death, if he was, you know, accidentally killed, if it was an accident, or was he killed? Did his stepmother have anything to do with it? And why is he so attracted to her? So this one sounds very, very intense, gripping, twisted, like I said, which I think is Peter Swanson's like forte. I've heard a lot about his other books and how they're just very gut-wrenching and just very kind of twisty. So either way, those are all the mystery thriller books that are on my TBR shelf. Quite a lot, but I really hope to get to all of them this year. Here's the open. But like I said, be sure to check out both of these books by Penguin Teen. People Like Us is already out in stores, so definitely go get your own copy of it. Never Told Me is coming out very, very soon, so be sure to check it out. I will definitely be planning to read both of these very, very soon. I'm gonna add them right to my mystery slash thriller pile. It's just ever growing, but I'm excited for all of them. So thank you again so much to Penguin Teen for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.